plays games with Steve.
Well, we wasted all our time, and it's too late now, so we're stuck.
Oh,
Make sure you get back 5 minutes before the door opens, all right? Oh, and don't forget to bring Dio with you, I guess.
Of course. Just roll him around in the pod. Sorry, that's my new rambling is Harry from Home Alone going. Ooh, the pantry.
Let's all go to the pantry.
This is the pantry?
So it would appear.
Well, it looks like they're not here.
When we started looking for Quark, they were sent off to search everything beyond the red door, which would have meant this room.
Not gonna do us any good to hang around here, though. Let's head upstairs.
Very well.
That's still us, right?
No, now it's it's Dio. He's rolling around in a pod.
Be funny if we just kind of just like rolled it flat and like I could see Sigma hopping on top of it, like, "Hey, check it out, hang 10."
Whee!
hang
wall.
10 Myoji. Oh,
I need to tell that the hell not on the next podcast. So, Tenmyoji, how have you been? Sad. Watch any movies? I don't watch anything anymore.
wait, they have a podcast?
Remember when we were like in the recording room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Sigma and Tenmyoji's podcast. What do you think about Elon Musk these days?
I don't know.
I don't care. I don't know what that is.
No one here either, huh? Tenmyoji loves scotch so much. I thought we might find him here drinking some.
I love scotch. Scotchy scotch.
Around that time that I noticed Kay was acting strangely. He was staring at the shelf of alcohol in a way that I would have described as blankly if I could have actually seen his eyes. Hey, what's up? You want a drink?
Oh, no. Well, I would enjoy a drink, but this mask...
Right. Sorry, that sucks. Honestly, I'd gotten so used to that suit that I'd forgotten you were wearing it. Why the heck did they make you wear that thing anyway? You still don't remember anything?
Well, actually, I did remember a little.
Really?
Yes.
What did you remember?
My father.
When
Is that... There, he's doing a pun.
Oh.
It's like, is this the time for that?
When Dad, you remember that? Did it just pop out of the
just pop up out of nowhere?
Oh my God.
Please, don't joke. This is serious.
Sorry. So you remembered who your father was?
Yes.
What about your mom?
I don't seem to have one.
Oh.
So it's J after I.
So your dad raised you?
That's too dad. Well...
Kay stopped for a moment and calmly folded his hands in front of him.
It's like seeing like young One Piece characters. I was raised in the facility where my father worked. He was the only person who worked there, which meant he was the only person I saw until I was older. That had been the situation for as long as I could remember, though, so I never thought it odd.
Yeah, I am noticing your stuffed rabbit there. Don't think I don't notice that. Anyway, he wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working. Oh no, this.
Oh wait, this is still me. Sorry, I just think that's always Sigma. He wouldn't allow me to go near him while he was working, but the only times he wasn't working were the times when he was sleeping. As such, the only communication I had was with the education software he'd given me. I suppose I was a fairly expressionless child then. We develop body language to communicate with others, and with no one else to communicate with, I suppose it makes sense. Once I learned to read and write, I began to realize that my situation was not normal. Many of my books mentioned a mother as part of a family, and in several, the mother, father, and children would eat meals together and order drinks together in weird puzzles and talk to one another. Soon I found myself longing for a mother of my own. Someone who would always be with me, who would scold me if I did something wrong. At night they would read to me before bedtime. If only I had a mother like that, I thought, I would be so happy. So for the first time in my life, I asked my father for something. He had finished working and, as usual, was making his way toward his bedroom when I stopped him and asked for a mother. He looked at me silently for a long moment before finally responding, "Okay." I remember to this day how happy I was at that moment. A few months later, he called me into his laboratory. It was the first time he'd ever done anything like that. My heart was beating quickly as I stepped inside. Standing next to him was a young woman, and my hopes soared. But when he said her name, or rather, her ID number, they were dashed. He had given me a robot to play the part of a mother. I didn't want a mother that was just a machine who did what a human told her to. When I told my father that, he looked surprised for the first time in my life. Then he frowned, coughed, and admonished me for being a whiner. He'd never scolded me for anything before. At first I was surprised, then angry. Hot tears streamed down my face. My father ordered the robot to take care of me and shoot us out of his lab. The robot was very convincing, and she smiled and spoke as if she was a real person, but I refused to answer her and locked myself in my room. You can talk to a robot and it will respond, but in the end you're still talking to a machine, not a person. If that was what I wanted, I still had the education software my father had given me. When I ignored the robot as it tried to take care of me, it looked sad. It couldn't really be sad, of course. It was only programmed to look that way. A robot's facade of sadness didn't mean anything to me. After that, I stopped expecting anything from my father. We'd never really spoken to begin with, so it was easy enough for me to make sure we never saw one another. I lived my life as if he didn't even exist. Perhaps it seems strange to you that I continued to live with him, but I never considered leaving. Perhaps in the hidden depths of my heart, I longed for a relationship with my father. Everything changed when I was 18. I left my room one morning to find a woman standing outside of it. She was the first human I'd ever seen apart from my father, and I was understandably surprised. For a moment I thought my father had created a new robot, but when I told her that, she laughed and explained that she had come to help him. As it turned out, she was a very mysterious person. She was much older than I was, but something about the way she behaved was almost girlish. She would tell me stories about the world outside in such a way that I was never sure if she was telling the truth or making up fantastic lies. Ultimately, though, the truth didn't matter. I loved her stories. She wasn't helping my father directly with his research, so I spent most of my days with her. Before long, I discovered she'd known my father when he was young. She told me stories of how he'd fallen in love as a younger man, and I began to imagine that the person he'd fallen in love with had been her, and that she was, in fact, secretly my mother. After she settled in with us, our long-established routine began to change drastically. First, we started to eat together. Before then, I had never shared a meal with anyone in 18 years. She scolded me for my table manners, or more accurately, the lack thereof. If I was going to eat with others, she said, I would need to be more polite. Having eaten alone for my entire life, manners had never been something I'd even thought about. My father got in trouble too when he made the mistake of reading through research papers during dinner. The look of surprise and embarrassment on his face made me burst into laughter. I couldn't remember the last time I shared a laugh with my father. It might have been the first time. The room was considered our living room changed too, or the room we considered our living room had changed too. Before it had just been another room, but she made it comfortable. After we finished our dinner, I would sit on the sofa and relax with her and my father. Those times were the ones I cherished the most. For a little while every day, I got the family I'd longed for ever since I was a child. At her suggestion, I started to help with my father's research. He specialized in genetic engineering, and I discovered I had an interest in it as well. Time faded away as I lost myself in research. Now that we were working and studying together, my father and I had a great deal to talk about. For the first time in my life, we began to speak with one another like a father and son. Whenever I impressed him with something I'd learned, I felt a surge of happiness, and it drove me to study even harder. My days felt full, right, and meaningful, but most importantly, I was happy. 4 years passed in the blink of an eye until one day I happened to overhear my father and the woman speaking in the laboratory. Their tone was serious, so I listened closer, curious to know what they were talking about. That was when I heard her say that she planned to give her life to achieve their goals. It was clear that she wasn't being metaphorical. She would have to die. I was in shock. The research I had thrown myself into would lead to her death? I asked my father to stop his research immediately. He refused to listen. She agreed with him. She told me that she had been prepared for what she had to do since the day she came to our facility. My father had known about it from the beginning as well. Angry and disappointed, I began to investigate what exactly the research I'd been helping with was working toward. Perhaps I thought I could figure out a way to keep her alive. I discovered much more than I'd bargained for. To begin with, I learned that the ultimate success of my father's research would require a good deal of sacrifice. And I also learned that my own existence was just another part of his project. I had been created to function as my father's spare. If he died during his research, I was intended to continue it in his place. I was stunned. I was furious with my father, and with her, and even with the research I'd poured myself into for 4 years. There was only one thing to do: destroy the facility, and end my father's horrible research once and for all. I made plans to destroy the main reactor, and with it the entire facility. But she saw right through me. My father was livid, and locked me in my room until his research was complete. All I could think of was how I might stop him. She did her best to convince me that I'd misunderstood, that everything would be fine. As much as I wanted to believe her, I remembered in the back of my mind that she had been the one who pushed me to become involved in my father's research. Had that been an earnest desire to give me something to do with my life? Or... Still, I couldn't bring myself to hate her. She had given me a reason to live. Even if she had conspired with my father to mold me into his replacement, the warmth she'd showed me had been real. She'd made me feel as if I had a real family, and that was something I wouldn't have given up for the world. I pleaded with her to leave, but she quietly shook her head. There was someone very special to her, she told me. He had saved her life once, and she felt her death would help to repay that favor. She would have liked nothing more than to marry him and live a happy, normal life together. But she couldn't. For his sake, she said, and for the sake of the future she had wanted, she was determined to see my father's research succeed. I realized then that although she was the most important person in my life, there was someone more important than me and hers. She tried to explain that beyond what we could see was a future where no one would have to die, but I refused to listen. What good was a potential future to me? It was what I had now that I wanted. I couldn't stand to think that she would give her life for a man I'd never even seen. So I shut myself off from the world. Perhaps that is why I lost my memory.
Dang.
Sigma's like, holy shit.
I'm like, wow, you remembered
a lot.
A few things, yeah. Kay let out a deep, tired sigh.
I'm sorry. I lost track of time.
It's okay.
Not having any memories is less than desirable, but it could be argued that regaining them is almost more taxing.
So you remember almost everything?
No, the details are still indistinct, especially more recent events.
Huh?
Sigma, I'm sorry, but would it be alright if I laid down for a bit?
What's wrong?
I don't feel very well. It must be because I remembered so much so quickly. My head feels like it's going to explode.
Are you okay?
Yes. I think I just need to rest.
Okay. Take as long as you need. I'll go look for Clover and Tenmyoji myself.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
I'll make you a drink. Kay lowered himself heavily onto the red sofa in the corner of the room. Well, I guess I better get moving then.
Honk shoe, honk shoe.
That was an interesting little bit of information there.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I stepped out of the room and nearly ran into Phi. What are you doing? You're supposed to be waiting back in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to go check on you guys. I waited a long time and nobody showed up. Judging by your face, you haven't found them either. Damn.
Yeah.
Where's Kay?
He's in the lounge.
You decided to split up?
Well, not quite. Instead of waiting for my answer, she opened the door to the lounge and walked in. Oh.
What's up with him?
I guess he's not feeling too well. He said he wanted to rest for a bit.
Is he all right?
I had too much birthday cake.
I think so. We should leave him alone right now, though. Remember, there's a real person inside that suit. I'm sure he's just tired.
Tired, huh? How are you feeling?
What?
I feel tired just looking at you. Your face is like a week-old sock.
Really? Well, I guess I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little exhausted. I mean, all of a sudden I wake up trapped in some weird-ass game and then dead bodies start turning up. Honestly, I'm amazed I've managed to hold on to my sanity for this long. Just about everything here makes about absolutely zero sense.
Zero escape sense.
I got tripped up on that. The more I try and figure any of it out, the more I feel like my brain's just going to melt and run out of my ears.
Zero sense is the fourth game.
You know what I'm talking about, right? We managed to figure out who the killer was, but there's still 100 other questions we have no idea about. Where the hell are we? Why are we even here? What's this whole notary game thing for? And what is Zero Senior up to? Hell, how about who Zero Senior is? The rabbit said he was one of us, but... You think it's Dio?
Who knows?
Besides, we still don't know why Dio killed them. He said he was ordered to do it, but... And there's more, too. What about the old lady? Who is she? What's her deal? Hell, what are any of our deals?
What's the deal with deals?
What's the deal with deals? I don't know jack shit about anybody here. I don't even know anything about you, Fi.
Are you serious? You can't honestly suspect me, can you?
No, that's not it.
I'm just like you. I was kidnapped on December 25th and brought here too.
She trailed off. Wait.
Like, words-wise.
Yeah.
No, she just went off.
No. Sorry, I'm actually just thinking right now.
About what she just said?
Yeah. Huh. You heard that, right?
Yeah. It came from the hallway.
Let's go have a look. I don't know when to bring that up, but I'm gonna put a pin in that conversation.
There's nobody here.
Maybe they got on the elevator?
Let's try hitting the button. If the door doesn't open immediately, then we'll know the elevator's downstairs. Pretty sneaky, sis.
Look at us, together again.
Segment 5, Fine Sigma. You want to start a podcast?
Let's go.
Thought so.
Let's
also,
go.
no.
I'm sorry, no. I don't know what she said.
Sigma Phi.
Let's go. Sigma Phi.
Hi Phi Sigma?
Phi.
No. Come on. It'd be great.
Figma is the toy line, so we
Yeah.
can't do that. Green, blue, red. Which way? Where do you think they went?
Let's just head for the green door.
Why?
Because the treatment center's there. That's where Dio and Quark are.
So?
You aren't worried? I just want to make sure they're safe.
They're fine. Temioji or Clover probably made that noise. Well, maybe both of them. But I don't think they'd hurt Quark or Dio.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Dio admitted to killing the old woman, but he still insists that he didn't kill Alice or Luna. What if he's telling the truth?
Are you serious? You're gonna believe him?
It doesn't matter. I just want to know if they're safe. No harm in being careful.
Well, I hate being safe.
That's alright, fine.
Just as these doors load.
Yeah.
We're going to watch a little dot go
That's
through.
us, by the way, Phi.
Oh, I see. Yeah, this is kind of a long hallway. I see why you were a little
See,
annoyed.
yeah.
And they got to wait for this door to open. It's like a whole, and then they show you the name of the room you're already. We know it's a treatment center. It's like I get it.
And then we gotta jump up on the ceiling first.
Yeah, I gotta get every angle of the room.
Spider-Man. We headed to the first pod. I cracked open the top and lifted it back. So from this angle, you can't even tell if he's in here. So, okay. There was Quark, sound asleep. See?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was probably getting worried for nothing.
I mean, I don't think we need to check Dio's pod, but let's check Dio's pod for funsies.
How about Dio?
Let's open his. Sure, everything is just fine. I'm gonna close my eyes and open, and Dio's gonna be... What the hell?
Check his pulse.
It was pointless to check his pulse. He was obviously dead, but I did anyway. Yeah. He's dead.
Look. The oxygen level for his pod says 0.
0 escape. That means he was asphyxiated. Ew. But why?
Someone must have tampered with the pod and lowered the oxygen levels.
Who?
Look, we should go tell Kay about this. Come on, let's go.
Not waiting for me to follow, Phi turned and ran off. I took a deep breath and followed. I'm going to, like, Kay's bedside back. Kay, wake up! Kay, wake up! Phi and I burst into the lounge and ran up to Kay. Kay! Wake up! Something's happened! When he didn't move, I grabbed him by the shoulders and shook. He twitched and quickly sat up.
What is it?
We explained about how we'd found Dio dead, and how it looked like he died of asphyxiation. Asphyxiation.
It's not Fitch. Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
There you go.
Nuclear. It appeared that someone has reduced the oxygen level of his pod to 0.
0 escape. What? But why? I thought that Dio was the one who killed the old woman, Alice and Luna. Then who killed him if he was the murderer?
The only people who could have done it are Clover and Tenmyoji.
There's also Quark.
What? No! That's impossible! Are you suggesting Quark woke up, opened his pod from the inside, killed Dio, and then went back to sleep?
No, I'm just saying that strictly speaking, it's a possibility. So just, take it into consideration.
Well, in that case, Phi, I hate to say it, but doesn't that mean you could have done it?
Me?
Yes. You could have done it any time after Sigma and I left the Floor B warehouse.
Don't give me that. I was waiting for Clover and Tenmyoji to show up. They never did, though, so I got impatient and went to find you guys. Then I bumped into Sigma in front of the lounge.
Which was here. She went on to explain about the sound we'd heard.
I see. So you heard something. Then perhaps it is likely that Clover and Tenmyoji were at fault.
Were the two of you together the whole time you were investigating?
Yes, we were.
You never split up or anything?
Nope. In any event, we don't have a great deal of time to discuss it.
Oh crap! We only got 7 minutes until the primary door is open.
Alright. Let's get back to the 4B warehouse. Maybe Clover and Tenmyoji are already there.
Sick of hearing that.
Oh, where is Dio's bracelet?
His what?
Huh? You didn't take it? Dio was a green solo. Phi and I are the magenta pair.
Shit, you're right. Without Dio's bracelet, we won't be able to open the secondary door.
I fear not.
Then we need to hurry. We'll drop by the treatment center on the way back and grab the bracelet.
All three of us don't need to go. You two go on ahead. I'll get the bracelet.
Alright.
Oh, one other thing. I need to give you these.
The yellow pair bracelets? Were these Alice and Luna's?
Yes. Without these, you would be stuck. So, here you are. Please take them.
Grab the bracelets and shove them into my pocket.
Alright, let's get going.
Everyone really memorizes this color thing pretty easily. I'm still
Yeah.
kind of just like, yeah, I do need those. Okay, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I was just thinking the same. Shit, they're not here.
Maybe they did go through the door like Kay said.
With Quark's bracelet?
Or
what? Oh, come on, man. You better not give me that maybe they're already dead crap. I got enough of it from Dio. You've got to be kidding me. This isn't funny, Phi. If you're right, then you, Kay, Quark, and I are the only people still alive in here.
hey, lay off. I want to believe they're alive too. But
We heard a noise and turned.
I apologize for keeping you.
did you get Dio's bracelet?
Well, technically yes, but... Best you just see it. This is what I found in Dio's pod.
What?
What the hell?
I assume whoever murdered Dio did this.
But why? There's no point.
I can't say for sure, but if I were to guess... They're open. 5 minutes. With the bracelet like this, I doubt we can get past the secondary door.
That means Kay and I will...
Oh no. Shit. You're gonna...
When the time comes, those 3 doors will automatically close. If anyone is left outside after they close, they'll be penalized. I see. That's what they wanted. Whoever killed Dio wanted to use the game to kill me and Kay. That's why they broke the bracelet.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
How can you be so calm? In 5 minutes, you're gonna be...
Go on ahead, Sigma. You have those bracelets Kay gave you, right? You should be able to get through the secondary door with those. So just...
Fuck that. You know I can't just ditch you guys like that.
But if you stay here, you'll...
You think I don't know that? But what kind of monster am I to just leave you here to die? Ah! God damn it! This was bad. What was I going to do? I needed to calm down. Just calm down. Calm down and think. There had to be a way to save them. There had... Had what? Oh, you... This is the first to be...
Yes, it is. Press it.
Oh, I think I know what this is. So
Go and save.
Save. Saving.
All right. Go over to circle. All right.
Yeah, okay.
Now
all
we're
right.
in it. Okay.
Okay.
So, there's something to remember for that is if we can figure out something that'll continue that, then we can go back there. But now,
Okay. Wow.
we can kind of, yeah. Oh, yeah. This game
This is huge compared to the first
yeah,
game.
this game's nuts. Okay. So, let's, one thing we could do for funsies, since we haven't getting all the gold files, go back to the elevator. Let's just get that real quick.
The elevator?
Remember the first level, the very first? Go back all the way to the top.
Here?
No, all the way to the top. Esk.
Esk.
Yeah, click it. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Do the elevator itself. No, right
This?
there.
You mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is Jumpstart. Okay.
Yeah.
Hard, what does that mean?
We were playing in a hard mode. Go and do it.
Okay.
Because I'm like, well, we've gotten all the gold files so far.
So now we need, like, what, silver files? Or
No,
is that
we
the-
didn't get the gold file in here.
Oh, okay.
They're not mandatory, but if we're gonna show them the whole game, it's like
Oh, the very
yes.
first puzzle.
Yeah. So basically, remember how I told you there's always like two.
Yeah.
There's an extra solution.
Bonus ones.
So what we did? Do you remember what we did in this elevator?
We did the old people and baby, and we put those numbers in there. There was the key. the pin for the fire extinguisher that we put in there.
Go to the panel, press 0 on the rabbit panel for 0. Yeah, just click that. And then we get, yeah, just go through.
Right, so...
Oh, we gotta activate this first, that's right. Go ahead and do, what is it, 7 old people, 4 babies? Go do that.
Okay.
Yeah, 7 old, 4 babies. Okay. And then, yep, just go through. Hear a noise? Yep, over there. Now we can do the... Okay, I have the blue memory card. Great. So we got that. Go to the machine. Put that in first. Okay. Then look at the screen. Okay, it doesn't show it yet.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, we also need the stupid green one, right? So get the... We get the fire extinguisher. Get the key. You can skip all that, yep.
Oh, okay.
Is not letting you do it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay, we got that. Let's go. This will give you also practice for the controls.
Yeah.
Okay, go use it on the box. Open that up. Good thing I have a key. Perfecto.
Excellent.
Right. It's amazing. Get the socket wrench tips. Yep. I think you press circle to speed through dialogue, maybe. Anyway. Okay. Grab the handles on the side. Remember the 4 colored screwdrivers?
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Just grab those.
Press circle too early. Nah, circle.
There's got to be some way to do it. Here, let me do it. Not that. Not that. Not that. There's almost certainly a way to do this. I'll look into it. Go ahead and just get them.
Okie doke. For now, I'm just pressing X.
Let's see. Virtues, last reward. Skipping dialogue. Not killing dialogue. It's very different.
We want to murder the dialogue. Dio's like, that's right, I did it. I killed all the dialogue.
Let's see.
Alright. Oh yeah, let's go to this because this will be handy. Then...
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do this. I'm gonna check something in the options after you do this.
Okay.
Because now I'm realizing what that stop thing in the corner means. It's like old times, remember?
Like, oh yeah. Oh man, it takes me back to...
Dude, 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
Yeah. For us, for you guys, it's been a while.
That's the magic of making...
The future.
Yeah.
The way of the future.
Yeah. Back in the day, television shows only used to be filmed as they were airing. But now we have... technology.
Technology. Okay. You missed it.
Missed it by that much.
Missed it by that much.
Come on. Excellent.
Okay, get the puzzle.
Ah, simpler times.
Yes. No dartboards. Okay, slide around.
I forgot what the...
D-pad, right?
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Want me to just do it?
was the fun in that?
Because we've already done this.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
But retry, because I want to see
Boop,
it.
boop, 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 boop.
Boop.
Okay, and then, what is it? Boop, boop. Wait, boop, 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 boop.
Nope.
This. There you go. All right. I'm a genius. All right. Got the green memory card. Great. You're pretty good. I'm pretty good, Fi. Oh, wait, we don't know your name yet. Okay. Again, it'll be classic. Examine that, as we don't need to do. Go put the green memory card in. Now look at the screen. Okay, so this is the... Okay. Do we have this one already?
I don't think so. I don't recall doing this one.
Okay. So moon, sun, star.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and put it in the safe. No, the safe.
The safe.
It's right
oh,
down
yeah,
there.
that's right. It was below. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So moon, sun, star. Okay. Great.
Okay.
Because I think what happened is we put in, oh, that's the actual key. Well, you can grab that. But, yeah. Okay, now don't escape yet.
Yeah.
Go back to the elevator panel.
And now
do 3. Okay, and that gives us the red one. Okay.
which I'm sure we got last time. Maybe we just did a...
I don't know, but try...
Maybe we did a different order?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, look at this. Okay. Star, moon, star.
Star, moon, star.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess the obvious one... Well, not obvious one. I'm not sure. Yeah, whatever. Star, moon, star. Oh. Alright. And then just out of curiosity, we won't have to read them, but let's see what it gives us in the archive. But yeah.
Alrighty.
And they explain here that the safes have false sides so that they can show you different stuff. Cool. Alright. Let's look see what it is. Archive. Yep, right there. Oh, no, that's the passwords.
Secret, right?
Secret. Yep. R1. Here, let me just see it real quick. Let's just kind of go through everything.
Okay.
So let's just go. AB room. Yeah, it tells us about the AB room. Yep, all this.
Yep.
AI, short for artificial insemination. Oh, it's artificial intelligence. Haha. It's a joke. Some things Zero the Third says. Let's see. This is the quantum computer. This is also what the quantum computer is. There's like some funny dialogue in here, but we're not going to read all this.
You could pause it and read it if you want.
Yeah, if you really want. What's the nonary game? I remember there's some interesting tidbits here and there. I'm just kind of skimming. This just tells you how to play the game. And I think that means we have everything. Okay, so.
Okay.
Now, what's nice about this system is, first, let's save.
And what were you saying, how the DS one worked? Like, you had to... At any time you want to go back and try a different path, you had
I'm talking about... That was for 999.
Oh, okay.
This game had this system.
Okay.
And then the remake of 999 brought this in, which it was a lifesaver. Cool. So next time, we're going to make a decision where we're going to jump to. Ooh. I'm going to let Steve decide. All right. See you tomorrow. In a new time.
Ah.